about 6:30. There were students just getting home. And part of me was like, those were the days. And the other part of me was like, ew. Improvising because I can't get that under the tap. So yeah, I've just dropped Andy off at the train station because he's got a meeting in Chester. And I'm in for legs very, very early. And I forgot my headphones. Alright, see how this goes. I can't believe that set. I was really nervous about this leg day because I should be ovulating today and I had ovulation pains at the weekend. And if you remember, the last time I ovulated, my strength drop off was fucking unbelievable and I had a really piss poor week. And that's the best leg press I've ever done. What is happening? I might add some more on and just see if I can get a couple. I've just put like 2 little baby gym biscuits on each side. So I've added 5 kilos just to see if I can move it as a PB to just sign that one off for the day. I'm fucking busy with that. I can't even move it after that. dog. He's giving me evils. It's 9 o'clock. I've just got back. I'm just making up my post-workout meal, which is now 50 grams of oats and 30 grams of whey. No banana, but more oats. That was one of the best leg sessions I've ever had. It felt great, like really great. I'd say top 3 of all time, which I know is a bold statement. It's looking for food that might fall on the floor. Not today. So I'm just getting ready to get back in the swing of work. I've only got 128 emails, which, you know, sounds gross, but I was expecting it to be twice that, so that's nice. And I'm just catching up again. Oh, it's 10 to 11 and it already feels like I never had a holiday. I knew this would be the way. It's just a very fucking busy job. I've just made my bagel fin with jam and PB. I don't even want it yet, but if I don't have it now, I don't know when I'll get a chance to have it. I've got another meeting in 10 minutes. And I've just looked at my diary and I'm going to have to go in tomorrow and Wednesday. So I will have to have a little bit of a play-by-play about what the fuck I'm doing this week. Yeah, it's just fucking busy. But I'll have to have a think about how I'm going to play this week. And it's probably going to be another early start tomorrow and Wednesday to get done what I need to get done. Fun. I'm just picking Andy up from the train station, and I tell you what, it's so nice seeing people be reunited at the train station. It's like that scene in Love Actually, but just like on a smaller scale. And I've gone and got all my steps in after work. I've been to Lidl and picked up a few extra bits for my new meal plan, which is only really a change on rest days, to be honest. There's a little less on training days, but most of the kind of key changes are on rest days around like different things that I'm having, so it's completely different for a couple of meals. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Yeah, I get chocolate on a rest day. 30 grams, I think, if I remember right. So it's pretty good. Good morning, it's Tuesday. I've just made it to the office. I trained shoulders and chest this morning. I don't know what's happening this week, but my strength is a joke. PBs everywhere. PBs everywhere. And I wasn't expecting that this week. I'd kind of gone into this week just going, you know, do the fucking best you can. I could do every session anyway. But knowing that it's around my ovulation time and how much that absolutely butchered me last month, I was like, I had low expectations. I have surpassed them all. I swear to Christ. I'm so impressed. So impressed. So I didn't do my cardio this morning. I'm going to do that on the way home from work because I wanted to give myself the time and wanted to like have a shower and stuff. I've just arrived at work. I'm going to go and get changed, go and make myself more presentable and crack on because I've got about half an hour until I'm going to start and my first meeting and whatever. And yeah, I feel fucking great. Absolutely amazing. And I got up at 5. Like I got up at, well, 5:15. My alarm went off at 5. I got out of bed at 5:15. But how good is that? Maybe I'm a 5 o'clock person now. Probably not, but I'm fucking buzzing. Absolutely buzzing. Hello, look at me looking slightly more alive. I'm just getting my steps in on my lunch. I think I'm approaching about 8,000, so that's really good. If I can get to 10,000 before I go to the gym, that'll be me done for the day, which is brilliant. Work is busy, as I knew it would be. I've had my performance development review today, so just to make sure that I'm achieving the objectives that I was set when I started, which I have. So yeah, all in all, it's been a good day, although it's been busy. I'm in the office all day tomorrow because I'm on another training course. Fuck me. So that's another day lost to training when I could be cracking on with all the important things I've got to do, but whatever. It'll all come right in the end, and everybody knows how much I'm like putting into it. So if I don't meet a deadline, everybody's seen what I've been doing. And I'm trying to get a lot better at looking after my like personal well-being when it comes to time at work. So making sure I have that lunch, making sure I'm doing 37 hours a week and, you know, not too much more, because I shouldn't be. And I think it's important that everybody sets some boundaries with themselves and with work, and manage their expectations, that their capacity planning should take into consideration people working what is in their job description and not too much more, because, you know, the expectations for the employee and for the organisation are all off, and what you can achieve in that time isn't accurate. So really, really important, if you're doing that, or you are guilty of doing that sometimes, just, you know, have a little think, maybe have a little chat, because it's so important. Happy employee, happy workplace, you know. Good morning. Look, it's me and an egg. I have decided to take today as a rest day. So I'm still going to go and do my cardio. Since I couldn't get out of bed this morning, I've decided that that will be post-work, because that just didn't happen. Just, if I can have the extra time in bed at the minute, I'm going to take it. So I will go and do my cardio after work. I'm just setting my meals up for the day. But today is like my first rest day on this different food. And I mean, it's not that exciting what I'm doing, but it is different. And I think it's the first time I'm not having a bagel for breakfast. So we'll see how that goes. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to pack it all for work, so that I can see how hungry I get. I figured this was a good way to go about my week, so that I'm back training whilst I'm working from home, because it is a lot getting up at like 5, going and training, getting your cardio in, and then going to work in an hour away. So I am glad that this is like my little routine today. So just loading up my chicken meals, and then I'll show you what I'm taking to work once I have sussed it out. Okay, so to stretch this out as far as possible, sorry the kettle's on because I'm about to do my oats. I think I'm going to make my oats up and take them to work. Maybe. But this is what it's looking like. This is what I'm taking to work, and it looks real fucking sad. So 200 grams of low-fat yogurt, 130 grams of chicken, 100 grams of mixed veg, and 30 grams of low-fat cheese. Not mozzarella, but low-fat cheese, so at least it'll taste a little bit more like cheesy. Wow. 100 grams of mixed veg, 120 grams I think, or no, 100 grams of pasta, and 120 grams of chicken, and 125 grams of pasta sauce. This is probably the most normal meal for me, but I have very similar to that anyway. So I'm going to take all of those 3 in. I'll probably have this mid-morning. I think that's going to hit me without having any carbs in it, like, well, any potato or any rice or pasta. I'm making up 40 grams of oats now to put with 30 grams of protein. And then when I get home tonight, I've got a lean beef meal, which is beef, potato, broccoli. And then I've got a porridge bowl, which has got protein in it, I think. And it's got some chocolate. I think this might be the first day that I am hungry, so we'll see. I've just got to work. I haven't eaten anything yet. I managed to put my porridge in my flask, so I've got that for when I get here, and I don't want to eat it until I'm like really hungry, because I've got a feeling today's going to hit me. I was just having a look at my Natural Cycles app, because I felt really weird this morning. Like I feel in my feelings, but at the same time I feel really emotionless. Like I felt really emotional this morning, and Andy's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I don't know. So hence I had a look at my Natural Cycles app. And I should have ovulated on Monday, which was day 19 of my cycle, and I had pains at the weekend. I was constipated yesterday, which is why I didn't pick up the camera again to film yesterday when I got home, because I just felt
ugh. And having looked at my cycle this morning, I'm on day 21 and my temperature did spike. It's hard to look at it sometimes when your temperature is high. It's really good to go back to it and reflect on it and see what's happened over the course of like 3 days, because you just don't know. And when you see the data there, it's a lot easier. So on day 19, my temperature did spike and was high for like day 19, day 20, and it's come back down again. So I have got that ovulation spike and it's just waiting to confirm it at the moment. So I'm sure that data will kind of be analysed over the next couple of days and it'll clock it. So I'm feeling a bit better about knowing that. Honestly, this natural cycles journey for me is so important that I can see that. So today, rather than get further into my feelings and overthink and do that kind of stuff, I can just look at my app and go, oh yeah, well, that's probably why I'm feeling like this, and just leave it at that. It's so good for me, because I would have just got in a hole back when I was on contraception and didn't have a trackable cycle. I would have just got in my feelings and, you know, maybe sat there and got really down. Andy wouldn't know what was wrong with me. I wouldn't know what was wrong with me. I could have a good guess, but it wasn't obvious. And yeah, it's just so helpful to be like, yeah, but that's why. And that's why I feel like that. And it doesn't need to be any more than that. I don't need to start an argument. I don't need to get into I don't need to take any feelings that I currently have any further, or overthink them, or think that they might be something else. They are what they are. So I've just got to work. It's about 8:30. I'm going to get as many steps in as I can before 9, and then my course starts at 9:30. So I'll have my breakfast at 9 o'clock-ish when I like get in, and I'm just going to go for a couple of rounds around the building before then to just get a start on it, because I'm going to be sat down a lot today. And when I get home, or when I get to the gym later, I just want to do my cardio and get out of there if possible, and not have too much more to do. I've got about half an hour at lunch whilst this course is on, so I will get another walk in there as well. I'm going to take my headphones in so that I can just quick sharp get out and get on with it. So yeah, that is the plan. Weirdly, it's actually kind of nice to feel hungry. I know I won't be saying that later, but right now it is. Hello, it's still Wednesday. I've just finished. It's about 4:45. I'm going to head back to Lincoln. First thoughts on this rest day food, I think are a little bit, what is the word? I don't know. Basically, I think on any given normal day, I would be really, really feeling this hunger-wise. However, today, I am extremely constipated still. Therefore, my body feels full because it is absolutely full of shite. And I can't poop. And I feel the need to poop, but it's not great. I'll be honest with you. I'm just feeling all the constipated feelings. Therefore, I'm not hungry. If I was able to empty my bowels, maybe I would feel hungrier. And that is probably the length of overshowing that I'm going to do today, you'll be pleased to know. But it's not an accurate representation. That's what I was going for. I don't think it's an accurate representation of how this rest day food will make me feel. I think come Sunday, or whenever I choose to have that rest day at the weekend, or next week when I'm active and on this rest day food, I think I will be quite hungry. I've got 2 more meals to have. I'm going to get back to Lincoln, get my cardio done, get the rest of my steps in, and then have those 2 meals, and we'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling towards the end of the night. Okay, so we're back from doing cardio. I'm just setting up my oats. My white potatoes for my other meal are in the air fryer, and I'm just about to work out what 30 grams of chocolate looks like. It is no doubt going to be disappointing, because chocolate, when it has to be measured in grams, it's never fun. I'll show you what our treat cupboard looks like currently. It is amazing, but also not ideal. So in the other room we've got Easter eggs, but these are just some obviously. Best flavour Tim Tams. Don't come for me. More Tim Tams. Fuck. This is everything that's in the goodies cupboard. Biscoff cream. Actually, that's the crumb one, but we'll let it slip. And I think the safest bet is to go for one of these. 30 grams. How many? Okay, these are... Oh, hold on a minute, please. Is that 40 grams? Fuck off. I'm shocked. That's more than I thought. Okay, now this could be quite enjoyable. I take back everything I said. Yeah, I think this just became my favourite day of the week. Honestly, those Aldi bars, they're 40 gram, they come in a pack of like 4 or 5. Don't knock it, it's really good chocolate. Good morning, it's Thursday. So, 5 reasons why today is a great day already. Just had a really big poo. Tell me I'm wrong. 2, natural cycles tracked my ovulation. It happened on day 17. I think we're on day 22 now, so that would make a whole lot of sense for having it at the weekend. Thank you very much, natural cycles. So we're back in a really good rhythm. 3, that was such a good session. Like another one where just PBs to fuck. I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's so great. 4, I managed to get my cardio in, which is great because I was worried that I wasn't going to be able to. And 5, 2 lads that are just in there at the same time that I train. So I've kind of like made friends with them, but not really, because I train with a Mardy face on and nobody approaches me normally. But they're really, really nice, and occasionally I speak to them when they're in at the same time. Both of them just said that I'm lifting really heavy and that I look like I've put mass on. Not fat. They were like, yeah, not in a fat way, like you've put on some decent size recently. I could cry. I could have cried. I didn't, but I was just like, thank you so much. I also feel like this, like in the last couple of weeks since I was feeling shit about it, it's like I got out of my own head and the results have started to come through. Like I don't know what it is, but over the last week or so, I feel like I've really started to look good and look like I'm progressing. And to have someone else that I don't really know, that doesn't see me all the time, say that and say, you know, it's not like coming from a place of you've put fat on, you've put mass on. And yeah, actually the best thing about it was that they asked if I was natural. That no one has ever asked me that before, like in that setting. It's almost like and I took that as a fucking hell, you've made some progress recently that couldn't be explained any other way. And I'm like, I took that as a huge compliment. I'm not using any peds. I'm just using testosterone as I've said before. So I couldn't be fucking happier. What a good day. Right, I need to get home now because it's 8:45 and it's probably going to take me 15 minutes to get home and I stink. So hello, it's Thursday evening. I've just been and done a little top-up shop, which I will show you. It's not all that exciting at all, but I did find a couple of new bits in Aldi, which I will be definitely repurchasing. So standard, I've also got mozzarella cheese in my plan, as well as some low-fat cheese. So I picked this up. This is actually, if you look at the packaging, it's half fat mature. Let me tell you, this is actually less calories than the branded low-fat cheese. So just be really mindful that when you see like the light blue packaging and it's like, oh, 30% less fat, if you have a good look, this is actually 50%. So I've bought some bagels. The Aldi bagels are so much better than the little bagels. Protein mousses, also protein puds, some oats, some dark chocolate for that rest day meal, because my other ones, I will run out of those at the rate that I'm going. Like 30 grams is quite a lot. Emergency rice cakes. These are obviously not as nice as the Snacker Jacks, but they do the job. So they'll just go in the back of the cupboard for when I run out. This was one of the new ones. So Lidl do their own low calorie, really low price, kind of like tomato herb pasta sauce. I think there's like, yeah, 35 calories per quarter jar, which is, you know, per 100 grams. These are 47p. the other ones are like 85 to 89. I know that sounds really boring and really insignificant, but when you're buying them and going through them in the rate that I am, it makes all the difference. This was another little Aldi find. I've got really into American style mustard to put with my beef because it just spices up that end of the day meal. I'm not good with other mustards because they're too hot for me. But this one will do exactly what I want it to do. And then just standard, another juice because I'm going through that at an alarming rate at the moment, and some cotton pads. Like I said, really uninspiring, but a couple of like new staple bits that I've picked up. I am trying to get through about 5 litres of water at the moment, so juices are essential, and I always look for the no added sugar ones, obviously, which are pretty low calorie. Would prefer to get the Vimto or the Tesco one, the quad strength one, but these must. So I'm just going to go out and do about 6,500 steps now. Good job I've got a good podcast on. Good morning, it is Friday. I'm just cracking on with a little bit of work. I trained legs this morning. Another really good session. I'm absolutely like made up with how things are going this week and feel really good about my check-in tomorrow. Yeah, I'm just in a really good mood. I'm glad it's Friday. We are planning on doing a little bit of Wedmin tomorrow. So we're going to go to Meadowhall and just try on some suits and stuff and get a bit of inspo for Andy's suit for the wedding. We are also going to go and train at Ultraflex because I still have my ab session to get in. Sounds like abscess. I need to stop calling it that. My ab session, which is abs and anything else that I feel like I need to do. So I'm going to incorporate a full body into that and really focus on shoulders as well. I don't know what I'll be able to do with my glutes and quads after this morning, but we'll see. There was some PBs in there as well. Just PBs all week. Ridiculous. Topic of discussion this morning between Andy and I, and between my friend Laura and I, is knowing what I know now about nutrition and looking after myself, is if I had a baby, would I eat my placenta? I think I would. I think I might. Oh my god, like and subscribe if you want to see me eat my placenta. I'm not pregnant, but that is the topic of discussion today. Happy Friday. Who left 8k steps to get until now? It could only be me. I think I've been walking for about 55 minutes. And I'm very, very nearly done. In fact, I'll be over by the time I get home. I'm going to tan before my check-in tomorrow because I'm just feeling it. But I'm looking forward to it tomorrow. I'm feeling good. I've been feeling really good when I've been training this week about how I look. So what will be will be. I don't know how much longer we're going to be doing a little tidy up for, but with Laura's wedding on the horizon, I don't think we'll be pushing up too much again before July. We'll see, hey. She did want me to have like a leaner summer so I can enjoy it and feel good, but yeah, I'm not overly sure. We've got such a long time to plan for that, you know, we can to and fro a little bit, and I'm still making good gains on the lesser calories, so intrigued to see what she says and what she thinks. But this recomp is really, really good for me. I do look much tighter in the middle. I'm liking how I'm looking. Chunky, but she still trains, you know. Yeah, feeling so strong this week. I'm absolutely made up. I don't think I've had a better week training than I have this week, which feels great. Looking forward to going to Ultraflex tomorrow.
Keep going. Stretch it in the bottom. Stretch them, stretch them. That's it. Full stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Good job. Try and keep your elbows a little bit further forward on this one. That's it. Full stretch, stretch, stretch. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good job.
Good evening, it is still Saturday. We have trained at Ultraflex. We have been to Meadowhall. Our reasoning for going to Meadowhall was to try and get a bit of suit inspo for the wedding. Do you feel like you have that?
I do. It was good, you got put in your place, you got told you're looking far too early basically.
Oh, fuck off. I hate that because that's just made you put the part of the brakes, hasn't it?
And absolutely not, it's just, it was the reality of the situation anyway. We're looking so soon, but unless we were to get everybody measured up, which we discussed, we don't trust portions of the groom's party to not put on too much weight in a 12-month time period.
Mainly the elders.
Yeah.
We had some lunch there. I had a Subway salad for the first time in pre-prep. I fucking love those. Like, to me, they just taste exactly the same as the sandwich. Like, you're getting all of the tasty bits, but far less calories, and I really enjoy those. And they do eggs now. Like soft poached eggs, which are cold, and I never ever thought I'd have a cold runny egg and enjoy it, but I did. Check-in was good this morning. I've had some feedback from Jenna. She was happy, wasn't she? I've had a few changes to my plan. They're not too dramatic, but I'm gonna have a closer look at them tomorrow and I'll go through them. One thing that is noticeable, like from just looking at them, two things actually. One, I've dropped a cardio session, and two, Rice Krispie squares are back. Now, I'm not sure whether they're sexy squares or whether they're plain squares. I have queried that if I'm to have them post-workout, can I have like 2 sexy squares and 3 normal ones? Is there any leeway there? But what, we'll see. We'll see. And yeah, so that has been today. We are now cooking off plan. And what's on the menu? My favourite thing?
Burgers.
Burgers. What kind of burgers?
The bougie burgers.
The bougie burgers. I'll show you when they're done, but these are the Andy special avocado, bacon, garlic and herby cheese. Real good. And some chippies, which actually we better get a move on and put in the air fryer because they take about 25 minutes.
Oh, bollocks.
So there they are. They've got a little bit of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce on as well. And the cheese top rolls, don't worry, that is lighter than light. That's real mayo because I just wanted to try it because I forgot what it tastes like. And then I think we're going to watch a movie called Carriers, which I've never seen before, he's never seen before. It's a little bit lethal virus spreading globally, which obviously, love a bit of that. Right, I know I've got a treadmill and I'm very fortunate to have a treadmill. But good morning, it's Sunday and I've just been splashed twice by cunty drivers that are just going through the puddles and splashing me on purpose. Like 100% splashing me on purpose. I've been absolutely battered by them. My intention was to come out and get all my steps done this morning so that I could do some work this afternoon, which I still intend on doing, but I think I might have to sack it off and go on the treadmill because people are just being bricks. They are definitely doing it on purpose. Anyway, happy Sunday. Oh, fuck this, let's go home. Okay, I gave up. Honestly, if you're one of those people, this is just from my coat, if you're one of those people, fuck off.